You come most carefully upon your hour.
It is now struck 12. Get this a bed, Francisco.
For this relief, much thanks. It is bitter cold, and I am sick at heart.
Have you had quiet guard?
Not a mouse stirring.
Well, good night. If you do meet Horatio and Marcellus, the rivals of my watch, bid them make haste.
I think I hear them. Stand ho! Who's there?
Rest to this ground!
And lead men to the Dane.
Give you good night.
Oh, farewell, honest soldier. Who hath relieved you?
Bernardo hath my place. Give you good night.
Holla, Bernardo! What? Is Horatio there?
A piece of him.
Welcome, Horatio. Welcome, good Marcellus.
What? Has this thing appeared again tonight?
I've seen nothing.
Tuss do not appear.
Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy, and will not let belief take hold of him.
So, let us once again assail your ears that are so fortified against our story. What we have, 2 nights. See.
The beast! Break thee off! Look where it comes again!
In the same figure like the king that's dead.
Thou art a scholar, speak to it, Horatio.
Looks it not like the king? Mark it, Horatio.
Most like. It harrows me with fear and wonder.
It would be spoke to.
Question it, Horatio.
What art thou that usurps this time of night, together with that fair and warlike form in which the majesty of very Denmark did sometimes mark? By heaven, I charge thee, speak!
It is offended.
See, it stalks away.
Stay! I charge thee, speak!
'Tis gone, and will not answer.
How now, Horatio? Is not this something more than fantasy? Or think you on?
Before my God, I might not this believe without the sensible and true avouch of mine own eyes.
Is it not like the king?
As thou art to thyself. Such was the very armour he had on when he the ambitious Norway combated. So frowned he once when, in an angry parle, he smote the sledded Polacks on the ice. This bodes some strange eruption to our state.
Good now. Come here. And tell me, he that knows, why this same strict and most observant watch so nightly toils the subject of the land, and why such daily cast of brazen cannon and foreign mart for implements of war? Who is it that can inform me?
That can I. At least the whisper goes so. Our last king was, as you know, by Fortinbras of Norway, thereto pricked on by a most emulate pride, dared to the combat, in which our valiant Hamlet did slay this Fortinbras, who, by a sealed compact, did forfeit with his life all those his lands which he stood seized of to the conqueror. Now, sirs, young Fortinbras, of unimproved metal, hot and full, hath in the skirts of Norway here and there sharked up a list of lawless resolutes for to recover of us those foresaid lands so by his father lost. And this, I take it, is the main motive of our preparations, the source of this our watch, and the chief head of this post-haste and rummage of the land. Soft! Lo, behold, where it comes again. I'll cross it, though it blast me. Stay! Illusion. If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. If there be any good thing to be done, which may to thee do ease and grace to me, speak to me. If thou art privy to thy country's fate, which happily foreknowing may avoid, oh, speak. No, stay, speak! Stop it, Marcellus! It's here! It's here! Here! Here!
It's gone. We do it wrong, being so majestical, to offer it the show of violence. For it is as the air, invulnerable, and our vein blows malicious mockery.
'Twas about to speak when the cock crew.
And then it started, like a guilty thing upon a fearful summons. But look, the morn, in russet mantle clad, walks o'er the dew of yon high eastward hill. Break we our watch up, and by my advice, let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For upon my life, this spirit dumb to us will speak to him.
Though yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that it us befitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe. Yet so far hath discretion fought with nature, that we with wisest sorrow think on him, together with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, the imperial jointress to this warlike state, have we, as 'twere with a defeated joy, with mirth in funeral, and with dirge in marriage, in equal scale weighing delight and dole, taken to wife. Nor have we herein barred your better wisdoms, which have freely gone with this affair along. For all, our thanks. Now, follows that you know young Fortinbras, holding a weak supposal of our worth, or thinking by our late dear brother's death our state to be disjoint and out of frame, he hath not failed to pester us with message, importing the surrender of those lands lost by his father, with all bonds of law to our most valiant brother. So much for him. Now, for ourselves, and for this time of meeting, thus much the business is, we've here writ to Norway. Uncle of young Fortinbras, who impotent and bedrid, scarcely hears of this his nephew's purpose, to suppress his further progress. And we here dispatch you, good Cornelia, you, Voltemand, for bearers of this greeting to old Norway. Farewell, and let your haste commend your duty.
In that and all things
will we show our duty.
We doubted nothing. Heartily, farewell. And now, Laertes, what's the news with you? You told us of some suit. What is, Laertes? You cannot speak of reason to the Dane and lose your voice. What wouldst thou beg, Laertes, that shall not be my offer, not thy asking? The head is not more native to the heart, the hand more instrumental to the mouth, than is the throne of Denmark to thy father. What wouldst thou have, Laertes?
My dread lord, your leave and favour to return to France, from whence, though willingly I came to Denmark to show my duty in your coronation, yet now I must confess that duty done, my thoughts and wishes bend again toward France, and bow them to your gracious leave and pardon.
Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius?
He hath, my lord, wrung from me my slow leave by laboursome petition, and at last upon his will I sealed my hard consent. I do beseech you, give him leave to go.
Take thy farewell, Laertes. Time be thine, and thy best graces spend it at thy will. But now, my cousin Hamlet, and my son...
A little more than kin, and less than kind.
How is it that the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord. I am too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy nighted colour off, and let thine eye look like a friend on Denmark. Do not forever with thy veiled lids seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou knowest 'tis common, all that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Aye, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam. Nay, it is. I know not seems. 'Tis not alone my inky cloak, good mother, nor customary suits of solemn black, nor the windy suspiration of forced breath, no, nor the fruitful river in the eye, nor the dejected haviour of the visage, together with all forms, moods, shapes of grief that can denote me truly. These indeed seem, for they are actions that a man might play. but I have that within which passes show. These but the trappings and the suits of woe.
'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these mourning duties to your father. But you must know your father lost a father. That father lost his. And the survivor bound in filial obligation for some term to do obsequious sorrow. But to persever in obstinate condolement is a course of impious stubbornness. 'Tis unmanly grief. It shows a will most incorrect to heaven, a heart unfortified, a mind impatient, an understanding simple and unschooled. We pray you, throw to earth this unprevailing woe, and think of us as of a father. For let the world take note, you are the most immediate to our throne, and with no less nobility of love than that which dearest father bears his son, do I impart toward you. If you're intent in going back to school in Wittenberg, it is most retrograde to our desire, and we beseech you, bend you to remain here in the cheer and comfort of our eye, our chiefest courtier, cousin, and our son.
Let not thy mother lose her prayers, Hamlet. I pray thee, stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
I shall in all my best obey you, madam.
Why, 'tis a loving and a fair reply. Be as ourself in Denmark. Madam, come. This gentle and unforced accord of Hamlet sits smiling to my heart. Come, away.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. Or that the everlasting had not fixed his canon against self-slaughter. Oh, God! God! How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Fie upon it. Oh, fie, 'tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed. Things rank and gross in nature possess it merely. That it should come to this. But 2 months dead. Nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king that was to this, Hyperion to a satyr. So loving to my mother that he might not beteem the winds of heaven visit her face too roughly. Heaven and earth must I remember. Why, she would hang on him as if increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on, and yet within a month. Let me not think on it. Frailty, thy name is woman. A little month. Or ere those shoes were old with which she followed my poor father's body, like Niobe, all tears, why she... Oh God, a beast that once discourse of reason would have mourned longer. Married with my uncle! My father's brother! But no more like my father than I. To Hercules. Within a month. Ere yet the salt of most unrighteous tears had left the flushing in her galled eyes, she married a most wicked speed, to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It is not, nor it cannot come to good, but break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship.
I'm glad to see thee well. Horatio! Or I do forget myself.
Same, my lord. Your poor servant ever.
Oh, sir, my good friend. I'll change that name with you. But what make you from Wittenberg, Horatio? Marcellus?
My good lord.
I'm very glad to see you. Good evening. Sir!
My lord.
But what in faith make you from Wittenberg?
Truant disposition, good my lord.
I would not hear your enemies say so. Nor shall you do my ear that violence to make it truster of your own report against yourself. I know you are no truant. But what is your affair in Elsinore? We'll teach you to drink deep ere you depart.
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
I prithee do not mock me, fellow student. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon.
Thrift. Thrift, Horatio. The funeral baked meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage table. Would I'd met my dearest foe in heaven, or ever I had seen that day, Horatio. My father. Methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
I saw him once. He was a goodly king.
He was a man, take him for all in all. I shall not look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
Saw? Who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king, my father?
Season your admiration for a while with an attent ear, till I may deliver upon the witness of these gentlemen this marvel to you.
For God's love, let me hear.
2 nights together had these gentlemen, Marcellus and Bernardo, on their watch in the dead waste and middle of the night been thus encountered. A figure like your father appears before them, and with solemn march goes slow and stately by, whilst they, distilled almost to jelly with the act of fear, stand dumb and speak not to him. Now this to me in dreadful secrecy impart they did, and I with them the 3rd night kept the watch, whereas they had delivered, both in time, form of the thing, each word made true and good, the apparition comes. I knew your father. These hands are not more like.
But where was this?
My lord, upon the platform where we watch.
Did you not speak to it?
My lord, I did, but answer made it none. Yet once methought it lifted up its head and did address itself to motion like as it would speak. But even then the morning cock crew loud, and at the sound it shrunk in haste away and vanished from our sight.
'Tis very strange.
As I do live, my honoured lord, 'tis true. And we did think it writ down in our duty to let you know.
Indeed, sirs. But this troubles me. Hold you the watch tonight?
I do, my lord.
Saw you his face?
Yes, my lord.
What looked he? Frowningly?
A countenance more in sorrow than in anger.
Pale or red?
Nay, very pale.
And fixed his eyes upon you?
Most constantly.
Would I have been there?
He would have much amazed you.
Very like. Stayed it long?
While one with moderate haste might tell 100.
Longer!
Not when I saw it.
His beard was grizzled, no?
It was as I have seen it in his life. A sable silvered.
I will watch tonight. Perchance 'twill walk again.
I warrant it will.
If it assume my noble father's person, I'll speak to it, though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace. I pray you all, if you have hitherto concealed this sight, let it be tenable in your silence still. And whatsoever else shall hap tonight, give it an understanding, but no tongue. I will requite your love, so fare you well. Upon the platform twixt 11 and 12, I'll visit you. Your love's as mine to you. My father's spirit. All is not well. I fear some foul play. Would the night were come. Till then sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all the earth overwhelm them. 2 men's eyes.
To leave anymore.
My necessaries are embarked.
Right here. Spend my nights and days.
Farewell. And sister, as the winds give benefit and convoy's assistant, do not sleep, but let me hear from you.
Do you doubt that?
For Hamlet, and the trifling of his favour. Hold it a fashion and a toy in blood. A violet in the youth of primy nature. Forward, not permanent. Sweet, not lasting. The perfume and suppliance of a minute, no more.
No more but so?
Think it, no more. Perhaps he loves you now, but you must fear. His greatness weighed, his will is not his own. For he himself is subject to his birth. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself. For on his choice depends the sanity and health of this whole state. And then if he says he loves you, it fits your wisdom so far to believe it, as he in his particular act and place may give his saying deed, which is no further than the main voice of Denmark goes with all. Then weigh what loss your honour may sustain. If with too credent ear you list his songs, or lose your heart, or your chaste treasure, open to his unmastered importunity. Fear it, Ophelia. Fear it, my dear sister.
I shall the effect of this good lesson keep as watchman to my heart. But good my brother, do not as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whilst like a puffed and reckless libertine, himself the primrose path of dalliance treads, and recks not his own rede.
Oh, fear me not. I stay too long. But here my father comes. A double blessing is a double grace. Occasion smiles upon a second leave.
Yet here, Laertes. Oh, there, my blessings with thee. And these few precepts in thy memory look thou character. Give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Well, be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Those friends thou hast, their adoption tried, grapple them unto thy soul with hoops of steel. But do not dull thy palm with entertainment of each new-hatched, unfledged comrade. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being in, bear it that the opposed may beware thee. Give every man thine ear, but few thy voice. But take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Oh, costly thy habit as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy. Rich, not gaudy. For the apparel oft proclaims the man. And those in France of the best rank and station are the most select and generous, chief, in that. And neither a borrower nor a lender be. For loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This, above all, to thine own self be true. And it must follow as the night of the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell. My blessing season this in thee.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord.
At the time in festive, go your servants tend.
Farewell, Ophelia. And remember well what I have said to you.
'Tis in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
Farewell.
What is Ophelia he hath said to you?
So please you something touching the Lord Hamlet?
Marry, well bethought. 'Tis told me he hath very oft of late given private time to you, and you yourself have of your audience been most free and bounteous. If it be so 'tis put on me, and that in way of caution, I must tell you, you do not understand yourself so clearly as it behoves my daughter and your honor. What is between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath, my lord, of late made many tenders of his affection to me.
Affection? Oh, pooh, you speak like a green girl, unsifted in such perilous circumstance. Would you believe his tenders, as you call them?
I do not know, my lord, what I should think.
Marry, I will teach you. Think yourself a baby, that you have ta'en these tenders for true pay, which are not sterling. Tender yourself more dearly. Or, not to crack the wind of the poor phrase, running it thus, you'll tender me a fool.
My lord, he hath importuned me with love in honourable fashion.
Oh, fashion you may call it. Go to.
And hath given countenance to his speech, my lord, with almost all the holy vows of heaven.
The snares to catch woodcocks. I do know when the blood burns, how prodigal the soul lends the tongue vows. These blazes, daughter, giving more light than heat, extinctive both, even in their promise as it is a making, you must not take for fire. From this time be something scattered of your maiden presence. For Lord Hamlet, I believe so much in him that he is young, and with a larger tether may he walk than may be given you. In few, Ophelia, do not believe his vows. This is for all. I would not, in plain terms, from this time forth, have you so slander any moment's leisure as to give words or talk with the Lord Hamlet.
Oh.
Now look to it, I charge you.
I shall obey, my lord.
Come your ways.
The air bites shrewdly. It's very cold.
It is a nipping and an eager air.
What hour now?
I think it lacks of 12.
No, 'tis struck.
Indeed? I heard it not. It then draws near the season wherein the spirit held is wont to walk. What does this mean, my lord?
Oh, the king doth wake tonight and takes his rouse. Keeps wassail and the swaggering upspring reels. And as he drains his draughts of Rhenish down, the kettle drum and trumpet thus bray out the triumph of his pledge.
Is it a custom?
I married it. But to my mind, though I am native here and to the manor born, it is a custom more honoured in the breach than the observance. This heavy-headed revel, east and west, makes us traduced and taxed of other nations. They clip us drunkards, and with swinish phrase soil our addition. So oft it chances in particular men that for some vicious mole of nature in them, carrying, I say, the stamp of one defect, their virtues else, be they as pure as grace, as infinite as man may undergo, shall in the general censure take corruption from that particular fault.
Look, my lord, it comes.
Angels and ministers of grace, defend us. Be thou a spirit of health, or goblin damned. Bring with thee airs from heaven, or blasts from hell. Be thy intents wicked or charitable, thou comest in such a questionable shape that I will speak to thee, I'll call thee. Hamlet. King. Father. Royal Dane, oh, answer me! Let me not burst in ignorance! But tell why thy canonized bones, hearsed in death, have burst their cerements. Why the sepulchre wherein we saw thee quietly inurned hath oped his ponderous and marble jaws to cast thee up again. What may this mean, that thou, dead corpse, revisits thus the glimpses of the moon, making night hideous, and we fools of nature, so horridly to shake our dispositions with thoughts beyond the reaches of our souls? Say, why is this? Wherefore? What should we do?
It beckons you to go away with it, as if it's some impartment it desire to you alone.
Look with what courteous action it waves you to a more removed ground. But do not go with it!
No, by no means.
We will not speak, then I will follow it.
Do not, my lord.
Why? What should be the fear? I do not set my life at a pin's fee. And for my soul, what can it do to that, being a thing immortal as itself? It weighs me forth again, I'll follow you.
What if it tempt you toward the flood, my lord, or to the dreadful summit of the cliff that beetles o'er his base into the sea, and there assume some other horrible form which might deprive your sovereignty of reason, and draw you into madness? Think of it! The very place puts toys of desperation without more motive into every brain that looks so many fathoms to the sea and hears it roar beneath.
It waves me still, go on, I'll follow it.
You shall not go, my lord!
Hold off your hands!
Be rude, you shall not go!
My fate cries out! And makes each petty artery in this body as hardy as the Nemean lion's nerve. Still am I caught. Unhand me, gentlemen! By heavens, I'll make a ghost of him that bars me. I say away. Go on, I'll follow thee.
He waxes desperate with imagination.
Let's follow. 'Tis not fit thus to obey him.
Have after! To what issue will this come?
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Heaven will direct it.
Nay, let's follow it!
Whither will thou lead me? Speak! I'll go no further.
Mark me.
I will.
My hour is almost come. When I to sulphurous and tormenting flames must render up myself.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing to what I shall unfold.
Speak. I am bound to hear.
So art thou to revenge when thou shalt hear.
What?
I am thy father's spirit. Doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast in fires till the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. But that I am forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house, I could a tale unfold whose lightest word would harrow up thy soul, freeze thy young blood, make thy two eyes like stars start from their spheres, thy knotted and combined locks to part, and each particular hair to stand on end like quills upon the fretful porpentine. But this eternal blazon must not be to ears of flesh and blood. List. Oh, list. If thou didst ever thy dear father love,
Oh, God.
revenge is foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder?
Murder most foul, as in the best it is. But this most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Haste me to know it. That I, with wings as swift as meditation or the thoughts of love, may sweep to my revenge.
Find the act. Now, Hamlet, here. 'Tis given out that sleeping in my orchard a serpent stung me. So the whole ear of Denmark is by a forged process of my death rankly abused. And know thou, noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul! My uncle!
Aye. That incestuous, that adulterate beast, with witchcraft of his wit won to his lust the will of my most seeming virtuous queen. Ah, Hamlet, what a falling off was there from me, whose love was of that dignity that it went hand in hand even with the vow I made to her in marriage, and to decline upon a wretch whose natural gifts were poor to those of mine. Virtue as it never will be moved, though lewdness caught it in the shape of heaven, so lust, though to a radiant angel linked, will sate itself in a celestial bed and prey on garbage. Methinks I scent the morning air. Brief let me be, sleeping within my orchard, my custom always of the afternoon. Upon my secure hour thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed Lebanon in a vial, and in the porches of my ears did pour the leprous distilment, whose effect holds such an enmity with blood of man, that swift as quicksilver it courses through the natural gates and alleys of the body, and with a sudden vigour it doth posset, and curd, like eager droppings into milk, the thin and wholesome blood, so did it mine.
in a most instant tetter, barked about, most Lazar-like, with vile and loathsome crust all my smooth body. Thus was I, sleeping by a brother's hand, of life, of crown, of queen, at once dispatched. Cut off even in the blossoms of my sin, unhoused, disappointed, unannealed, no reckoning made, but sent to my account with all my imperfections on my head. Horrible, horrible, most horrible. If thou hast nature in thee, bear it not. Let not the royal throne of Denmark be a couch for luxury and damned incest. Howsoever thou pursuest this act, tate not thy mind, nor let thy soul contrive against thy mother aught, leave her to heaven, and to those thorns that in her bosom lodge to prick and sting her. Fare thee well at once. The glowworm shows the matin to be near, against to pale his uneffectual fire. Adieu. 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 Remember me.
O all you host of heaven, O earth, what else and shall I couple hell of fire? Hold my heart. And you, my sinews, grow not instant old, but bear me stiffly up. Remember thee. I, thou poor ghost, whilst memory holds a seat in this distracted globe, remember thee. Yea, from the tables of my memory, I'll wipe away all trivial fond records, all sores of books, all forms, all passions past at youth and observation copied there, and thy commandment all alone shall live within the book and volume of my brain, unmixed with baser matter. Yes, by heaven. Oh, most pernicious woman. Villain! Smiling, damned villain! My tables, you meted as I set it down, that one may smile and be a villain. At least I'm sure it may be so in Denmark. So, uncle, there you are! Now to my word, it is adieu, adieu. Remember me. I've sworn it. My lord? Hello. My lord! So be it. Boy, come, Bert, come.
How is it, my lord?
What news, my lord? Oh, wonderful. Oh, good, my lord. Tell it. No, you will reveal it. Not I, my lord, by heaven.
Nor I, my lord. Nor I, my lord.
What say you, then, would heart of man once think it? But you'll be secret. I, by heaven. There's never a villain dwelling in all Denmark, but he's an arrant knave. There needs no ghost, my lord, come from the grave to tell us this. Why, right. You're in the right. And so, without more circumstance at all, I hold it fit that we shake hands and part. You, as your business and desires shall point you, for every man hath business and desires, such as it is. And for my own poor part,
I will go pray.
Oh, these are but wild and whirring words, my
I'm
lord!
sorry to offend you heartily, yes, faith, heartily.
There's no offence, my lord!
Yes, by St. Patrick, but there is, Horatio, and much offence too, touching this vision here. It is an honest ghost, that let me tell you. If you desire to know what is between us, master it as you may. But now, good friends, as you are friends, scholars and soldiers, give me one poor request.
What is, my lord, we will?
Never make known what you have seen tonight.
My lord, we will not.
Nay, but swear it.
In faith, my lord, not I.
Nor I, my lord, in faith.
Nor I. Upon my hand.
We have sworn, my lord, already.
Indeed, upon my hand, indeed. Oh, boy. Oh, say'st thou so? Art thou there, true penny? Come on! You hear this fellow in the cellarage? Consent to swear.
Propose the oath, my lord.
Never to speak of this that you have seen. Swear by my hand. Higgins, be quick. Then we'll shift our ground. Come hither, gentlemen. And once more, lay your hands again upon my hand. Swear by my hand. Never to speak of this that you have heard. Swear by my hand. Well said, old mole. Canst work in the earth so fast. A worthy pioneer. Once more, remove, good friends.
Oh, day and night, but this is wondrous strange.
And therefore, as a stranger, give it welcome. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in our philosophy. But come here, as before. Never, so help you mercy. How strange or odd some'er I bear myself. As I perchance hereafter shall think meet to put an antic disposition on, that you, at such time seeing me thus, never shall, with arms encumbered thus, or with this head shake, or by pronouncing of some doubtful phrase, as well we know, or we could and if we would, or such ambiguous giving out, to note that you know aught of me, this do swear. So grace and mercy at your most need help you. Rest! Rest, perturbed spirit. So, gentlemen, with all my love, I do commend me to you. And what so poor a man as Hamlet is may do to express his love and friending to you, God willing, shall not lack. Let us go in together, and still your fingers on your lips, I pray. The time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite, that ever I was born to set it right.
Give him this money. And these notes, Ronaldo.
I will, my lord.
You shall do marvellous wisely, good Ronaldo, before you visit him, to make inquire of his behaviour.
My lord, I did intend it.
Oh, very well said, very well said. Look you, sir, inquire me first what Danes there are in Paris, and how and who, what means, and where they keep, what company, at what expense. And finding by this encompassment a drift of question that they do know my son, take you as 'twere some distant knowledge of him, as thus. I know his father and his friends, and in part him, do you note that, Ronaldo?
Aye, very well, my lord.
And in part him, but, you may say, not well. But if it be he I mean, he's very wild, addicted, so and so, and there, put on him what forgeries you please. Marry, none so rank as may dishonour him, take heed of that. But, sir, such wanton, wild, unusual slips of our companions noted and most known to youth and liberty.
As gaming, my lord?
Aye. Swearing, fencing, quarrelling, drinking, whoring. You may go so far.
But, my good lord, wherefore
should you do this?
Aye, my lord, I would know that.
Marry, sir, here's my drift. You laying these slight sullies on my son, mark you. Your partner in converse, him would you sound. He closes with you in this consequence. Good sir, also, or friend, or gentleman. Well, according to the phrase, or the addition of the man and country.
Very good, my lord.
Then, sir, does he this? He does... What was I about to say? Well, by the mass, I was about to say something. Where did I leave?
That closes in the consequence.
Closes in the consequence. He closes thus. Oh, I know the gentleman. I saw him yesterday, or t'other day, or then, with such and such. And as you say, there was he gaming, there falling out at tennis, or perchance, I saw him enter such a house of sale, videlicet a brothel, or so forth. See you now. Your bait of falsehood takes this carp of truth. By indirections, find directions out. So by my former lecture and advice may you, my son. You have me, have you not?
My lord, I have.
Got by fairly well.
Good, my lord.
Observe his inclination in yourself.
I shall, my lord.
Let him ply his music.
Well, my lord.
Farewell. Oh, how now, Ophelia? What's the matter?
Oh, my lord, I have been so affrighted.
With what in the name of God?
My lord, as I was sewing in my chamber, Lord Hamlet, pale as his shirt, his knees knocking each other, and with a look so piteous in purport, as if he had been loosed out of hell to speak of horrors, he comes before me.
Mad for thy love.
My lord, I do not know, but truly I do fear it.
So what said he?
He took me by the wrist and held me hard. Then goes he to the length of all his arm, and with his other hand thus o'er his brow, he falls to such perusal of my face as he would draw it. Long stayed he so. At last, a little shaking of mine arm, and thrice his head thus waving up and down, he raised a sigh so piteous and profound, as it did seem to shatter all his bulk and end his being. With that done, he lets me go, and with his head over his shoulder turned, he seemed to find his way without his eyes, for out of doors he went without their helps, and to the last bended their light on me.
Come, go with me. We will seek the king. This is the very ecstasy of love, whose violent property foredoes itself, and leads the will to desperate undertakings, as oft as any passion under heaven that does afflict our natures. Oh, I'm sorry. What, have you given him any hard words of late?
No, my good lord, but as you did command, I did repel his letters and denied his access to me.
But that made him mad!
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry that with greater heed and judgment I have not noted him. I feared he did but trifle and meant to rack thee. Oh, come. Oh. Come, go with me to the king.
Oh.
This must be known. Come.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover, that we much had longed to see you, the need we have to use you did provoke our hasty sending. Something have you heard of Hamlet's transformation? So call it, since nor the exterior nor the inward man resembles that it was. What it should be, more than his father's death, that thus hath put him so much from the understanding of himself, I cannot dream of. I entreat you both, that being of so young days brought up with him, to draw him on to pleasures, and to gather so much as from occasion you may glean, whether aught to us unknown afflicts him thus. That opened lies within our remedy.
Good gentleman, he hath much talked of you, and sure I am two men there is not living to whom he more adheres. If it will please you to show us so much gentry and goodwill as to expend your time with us a while, for the supply and profit of our hope, your visitation shall receive such thanks as fits a king's remembrance.
Both your majesties might, by the sovereign power you have of us, put your dread pleasures more into command than to entreaty.
But we both obey, and here give up ourselves in the full bent to lay our service freely at your feet to be commanded.
Thanks, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz, and I beseech you instantly to visit my too much changed son. Go, one of you, and bring these gentlemen where Hamlet is.
Heavens make our presence and our practices pleasant and helpful to him.
Aye, amen.
The ambassadors from Norway, my lord, have joyfully returned.
Thou still hast been the father of good news?
Have I, my lord? I assure my liege, I hold my duty as I hold my soul, both to my God and to my gracious king. And I do think, or else this brain of mine hunts not the trail of policy so sure as it hath used to, that I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Oh, speak of that. That do I long to hear.
We give first admittance to the ambassadors. My news shall be the fruit to that great feast.
Thyself give grace to them and bring them in. He tells me, my dear Gertrude, he hath found the head and source of all your son's distemper.
I fear it is no other but the main, his father's death. An hour or a hasty marriage.
Well, we will sift him. Welcome, my good friends. Say, Voltemand, what from our brother Norway?
Most fair returns of greetings and desires. Upon our first, he sent out to suppress his nephew's levies, which to him appeared to be preparation against the Polack, but better looked into, he truly found it was against your highness. Sends out arrests on Fortinbras, which he in brief obeys, makes vow before his uncle never more to give the assay of arms against your majesty, whereon old Norway, overcome with joy, gives him commission to employ those soldiers against the Polack, with an entreaty that it might please you to give quiet pass through your dominions for this enterprise.
It likes us well, and at our more considered time we'll read. Most welcome home.
Thanks to your majesty.
Most humble thanks.
Oh, this business is well ended. My liege and madam, to expostulate what majesty might be, what duty is, why day is day, night, night, and time is time. We're nothing but to waste, night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. But mad call I it. For to define true madness, what is it but to be nothing else but mad? Oh, but let that go.
More matter with less art.
Madam, I swear I use no art at all. That he is mad, 'tis true. 'Tis true. 'Tis pity. And pity 'tis true. With a foolish expression, but farewell it, for I will use no art. Mad, let us grant him then. And now remains that we find out the cause of this effect, or rather say the cause of this defect, for this effect defective comes by cause, and thus it remains, and the remainder thus. Oh, there, perpend. I have a daughter. I have while she is mine, who out of a duty and obedience mark hath given me this. Now, gather and surmise. To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified Ophelia. Well, that's an ill phrase. Well, that's a vile phrase. Beautified? That's a vile phrase. Oh, but you shall hear. These in her excellent white bosom.
Came this from Hamlet to her?
Good madam, stay a while, I will be faithful. Doubt thou the stars are fire, doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love. Oh, dear Ophelia, I am ill of these numbers. I have not art to reckon my groans, but that I love thee best. Oh, most best, believe it. Adieu. Thine evermore, most dear lady, whilst this machine is to him, Hamlet. This out of her obedience hath my daughter shown me, and more above, hath his solicitings all made known to mine ear.
But how hath she received his love?
What do you think of me?
As of a man faithful and honourable.
I would fain prove so. But what might you think? Had I seen this hot love on the wing, as I perceived it, I must tell you that before my daughter told me, if I looked upon this love with idle sight, what might you think? Now, I went round to work, and my young mistress thus I did bespeak. Lord Hamlet is a prince out of thy star. This must not be. And then I prescripts gave her, that she should lock herself from his resort, admit no messengers, receive no tokens, which done, she took the fruits of my advice, and he repelled, a short tale to make, fell into a sadness, then into a fast, then into a weakness, then into a watch, then into a lightness, and by this declension, into the madness wherein now he raves and we all mourn for.
Do you think 'tis this?
It may be, very like.
Had there been such a time, I would fain know that I have positively said 'tis so when it proved otherwise?
Not that I know. How may we try it further?
Well, you know sometimes he walks for hours together here in the lobby.
So he does indeed?
At such a time, I'll loose my daughter to him. Be you and I behind an arras, then mark the encounter. If he love her not, I be not from his reason fallen thereon, let me be no servant for a state. Keep a farm and carters.
We will try it.
My lord.
But look where sadly the poor wretch comes reading.
Away. I do beseech you both away. I'll board him presently. Give me leave. How does my good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God of mercy.
Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent well. You're a fishmonger.
Oh, not I, my lord.
Then I would you were so honest a man.
Honest, my lord?
Aye, sir. To be honest as this world goes is to be one man picked out of 10,000.
That's very true, my lord.
For if the sun breed maggots in a dead dog, being a good kissing carrion. Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Better not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but as your daughter may conceive, friend, look to it.
How say you by that? Still harping on my daughter. And yet he knew me not at first. He said I was a fishmonger. Oh, he's very far gone. And in truth, in my youth I suffered such extremity for love. It is very near this. I'll speak to him again. What do you read, my lord? Words! What is the matter, my lord?
Between whom?
I mean the matter that you read, my lord.
Slander, sir. For the satirical rogue says here that old men have grey beards, that their faces are wrinkled, their eyes purging thick amber and plum tree gum, and that they have a plentiful lack of wit. Together with most weak hams. All of which, sir, though I most powerfully and potently believe, yet I hold it not honesty to have it thus set down. For you yourself, sir, shall grow old, as I am. If like a crab you could go backwards.
But though this be madness, yet there's method in it. Will you walk out of the air, my lord?
Into my grave.
Indeed, that's out of the air. How pregnant sometimes his replies are. My lord, I will take my leave of you.
You cannot, sir, take from me anything that I would more willingly part with all. Except my life. Except my life.
Very well, my lord.
These tedious old fools.
You go to seek the Lord Hamlet. There he is.
God save you, sir.
Ah! My honoured lord.
My most dear lord.
Ah! My most excellent good friends. Oh, God. Oh, dust thou gilded sun. Oh, Rosencrantz. Oh, good lads. How do you both?
As the indifferent children of the earth.
Happy in that we are not over-happy. On Fortune's cap, we are not the very button.
Nor the soles of her shoe.
Neither, my lord.
Well, then you live about her waist. Or in the middle of her favours.
Faith, her private suite.
In the secret parts of Fortune. Most true, she is a strumpet. What news?
None, my lord. But the world's grown honest.
Then is doomsday near. But what have you, my good friends, deserved at the hands of Fortune that she sends you to prison hither?
Prison, my lord.
Denmark's a prison.
Then is the world one?
A goodly one. In which there are many confines, wards, and dungeons. Denmark being one of the worst.
We think not so, my lord.
Why then 'tis none to you. For there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. To me, it is a prison.
Why then, your ambition makes it one. Tis too narrow for your mind.
I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself a king of infinite space. Were it not that I have bad dreams. But, in the beaten way of friendship, what make you at Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord, no other occasion.
Beggar that I am, I'm even poor in thanks, but I thank you. And sure, my dear friends, my thanks are too dear a halfpenny. Were you not sent for? Is it your own inclining? Is it a free visitation? Come, deal justly with me. Come. Nay, speak.
What should we say, my lord?
Oh, anything but to the purpose. You were sent for. There is a kind of confession in your looks which your modesties have not craft enough to colour. I know the good king and queen hath sent for you.
To what end, my lord?
That you must teach me. But let me conjure you, by the rights of our fellowship, be even and direct with me, whether you were sent for or no.
Say you.
Nay, then I have an eye of you. If you love me, hold me not off.
My lord, we were sent for.
I shall tell you why. So shall my anticipation prevent your discovery, and your secrecy to the king and queen moult no feather. I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercises. And indeed, it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory. This most excellent canopy, the air. Look you, this brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with golden fire. What appeareth nothing to me but a foul and pestilent congregation of vapours. What a piece of work is a man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty. In form and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like an angel. In apprehension, how like a god. The beauty of nature, the paragon of animals. And yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. Nor woman neither. Though by your smiling you seem to suggest so.
Oh, my lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts.
Why did you laugh then when I said man delights not me?
To think, my lord, if you delight not in man, what Lenten entertainment the players shall receive from you. We passed them on the way, and hither are they coming to offer you service.
He that plays the king shall be welcome. His majesty shall have tribute of me. What players are they?
Even those that you were wont to take such delight in. The tragedians of the city.
Gentlemen, you're welcome to Elsinore. Your hands, come then. You're welcome. But my aunt, mother, and uncle, father are deceived.
In what, my dear lord?
I am but mad. North-northwest. When the wind is southerly, I know a hawk from a hansard.
I'll be with you, gentlemen.
Hark you, Guildenstern, and you too. At each ear a hearer. This great baby here is not yet out of his swaddling clouts.
Happily, he's the second time come to them, for they say an old man is twice a child.
I will prophesy. He comes to tell me of the plains. Mark it. So right Monday morning, 'twas then indeed.
My lord, I have news to tell you.
My lord, I have news to tell you! When Roscius was an actor in Rome...
The actors have come hither, my lord.
Buzz.
Upon my honour.
Then came each actor on his ass.
Best actors in the world. Either for tragedy, comedy, history, pastoral. Pastoral, comical. Historical, pastoral. Tragical, historical. Tragical, comical, historical, pastoral. Seneca cannot be too heavy, nor Plautus too light. These are the only men.
Masters, you're welcome. Oh, welcome, friend. I'm glad to see thee well. Oh, old friend. Oh, why, thy face has valanced since I saw thee last. Comest thou to beard me in Denmark? Masters, you are welcome. We'll have a speech straight. Oh, come, give us a taste of your quality. Come, a passionate speech.
What speech, my good lord?
I heard thee speak me a speech once, but it was never acted. Or if it was, not above once. For the play, I remember. Pleased not the million. 'Twas caviar to the general. But it was as I received it, and others whose judgment in such matters cried in the top of mine. An excellent play. One speech in it I chiefly loved. 'Twas Aeneas' tale to Dido. When he speaks of Priam's slaughter, oh, if it lived in your memory, begin with this line. Let me see. The rugged Pyrrhus, like the Hyrcanian beast. It is not so. It begins with Pyrrhus. The rugged Pyrrhus. He whose sable arms, black as his purpose, did the knight resemble when he lay couched in the ominous horse, hath now his dread and black complexion smeared with heraldry more dismal. Head to foot now is he total ghouls, horridly tricked with blood of fathers. Mothers, daughters, sons. And thus sighs it with coagulate gore, his eyes like carbuncles. The hellish Pyrrhus old grandsire Priam seeks. So proceed you.
For God, my lord, well spoken. Good accent, good discretion.
Anon he finds him, striking too short at Greeks. His antique sword, rebellious to his arm, lies where it falls, repugnant to command. Unequal matched, Pyrrhus at Priam drives. In rage strikes wide, but with the whiff and wind of his fell sword, the unnerved father falls. Then senseless Ilium, seeming to feel this blow, with flaming top stoops to his base, and with a hideous crash takes prisoner Pyrrhus' ear. For lo, his sword, which was declining on the milky head of reverend Priam, seemed to the air to stick. So, as a painted tyrant Pyrrhus stood, and like a neutral to his will and matter, did nothing. But as we often see against some storm, a silence in the heavens, the rack stands still, the bold wind speechless, and the orb below as hush as death. Anon the dreadful thunder doth rend the region. So after Pyrrhus' pause, aroused vengeance sets him new a work. And never did the Cyclops' hammers fall on Mars' armor, forged for proof etern, with less remorse than Pyrrhus' bleeding sword now falls on Priam. Out, thou strumpet fortune, all you gods, in general sin will take away her powers, break all the spokes and fellies from her wheel, and bowl the round nave down the hill of heaven, as low as to the fiends.
This is too long.
Oh, prithee, say on. He's for a jig or a tale of bawdry, or he sleeps. Say on. Come, to Hecuba.
But who, woe, had seen the mobled queen?
Mobled queen.
Oh, that's good. Mobled queen, that's good. Oh.
Run barefoot up and down, threatening the flames with blinding tears. A clout upon that head where late the diadem stood, and for a robe about her lank and all timid loins a blanket to the alarm of fear caught up, who this had seen with tongue in venom steeped, 'gainst fortune's state would treason have pronounced. But if the gods themselves did see her then, when she saw Pyrrhus make malicious sport in mincing with his sword her husband's limbs, the instant burst of clamour that she made, unless things mortal move them not at all, but made milch the burning eyes of heaven, and passion in the gods.
Look where he has not turned his colour and has tears in his eyes. Oh, prithee, no more.
'Tis well. I'll have thee speak out the rest of this soon. Good my lord, will you see the players well bestowed? Do you hear? Let them be well used. For they are the abstract and brief chronicles of the time. After your death, you had better have a bad epitaph than their ill report while you live.
My lord, I shall use them according to their desert.
Oh, God's bodkin man, much better. Use every man after his desert, and who shall scape whipping? Use them after your own honour and dignity. Take them in.
Come, sirs.
Follow him, friends. We'll hear a play tomorrow. Dost thou hear, old friend? Canst thou play the murder of Gonzaga?
Aye, my lord.
We'll have tomorrow night. You could, for a need, study a speech of some 12 or 16 lines, which I would set down and have inserted in it, could you not?
Aye, my lord.
Very well. Follow that lord, and look you mock him not. My good friends, I'll leave you till night. You are welcome to Elsinore.
Good, my lord.
Aye, so goodbye to you. Now I am alone. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I. Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul so to his own conceit that from her working all his visage wanned, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice, and his whole function suiting with forms to his conceit. And all for nothing. For Hecuba. What's Hecuba to him, or he to her, that he should weep for her? What would he do had he the motive and the cue for passion that I have? He would drown the stage with tears and cleave the general ear with horrid speech, make mad the guilty and appall the free, confound the ignorant and amaze indeed the very faculties of eyes and ears. Yet I, a dull and muddy-mettled rascal, peak like John a dreams, unpregnant of my cause, and can say nothing. No, not for a king, upon whose property and most dear life a damned defeat was made. Am I a coward? Who calls me villain? Breaks my pate across. Tweaks me by the nose. Gives me the lie of the throat as deep as to the lungs. Who does me this, huh? Swoons, I should take it. For it cannot be, but I am pigeon-livered, and lack gall to make oppression bitter, or ere this I would have fatted all the region's kites with his slaves of hell! Bloody body villain! Remorseless, treacherous, lecherous, kindless villain! Why, what an ass am I? This is most brave. That I, the son of a dear father murdered, prompted to my revenge by heaven and hell, must like a whore unpack my heart with words, and fall a-cursing like a very drab scullion. Fire upon it! About my brains. I have heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play have, by the very cunning of the scene, been struck so to the soul that presently they have proclaimed their malefactions. For murder, though it have no tongue, will speak with most miraculous organ. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his looks. I'll tempt him to the quick. If he do blench, I know my course. The spirit that I have seen may be a devil. And the devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape. Yea, and perhaps out of my weakness and my melancholy, as he is very potent with such spirits, abuses me to damn me. I'll have grounds more relative than this. The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
Can you, by no drift of conference, get from him why he puts on this confusion?
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means speak.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof when we would bring him on to some confession of his true state.
Did he receive you well?
Most like a gentleman.
But with much forcing of his disposition.
Niggard of question, but of our demands most free in his reply.
But did you essay him to any pastime?
Madam, it so fell out that certain players we all wrought on the way, of these we told him, and there did seem in him a kind of joy to hear of it. They are here about the court, and as I think they have already order this night to play before him.
It is most true. And he did entreat me to beseech your majesties to hear and see the matter.
With all my heart, doth much content me to hear him so inclined. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge, and drive his purpose on to these delights.
We shall, my lord.
Sweet Gertrude, leave us too. For we have closely sent for Hamlet hither, that he, as 'twere by accident, may hear affront Ophelia. Her father and myself, lawful espials, and so bestow ourselves that, seeing unseen, we may of their encounter frankly judge and gather by him, as he is behaved, if it be the affliction of his love or no, that thus he suffers for.
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. So shall I hope your virtues will bring him to his wonted way again. To both your honours.
Madam, I wish it may.
Ophelia, walk you here. Read on this book. The show of such an exercise may colour your loneliness. We're oft to blame in this. 'Tis too much proof that with devotion's visage and pious actions, we do sugar all the devil himself.
Oh, 'tis too true. How smart a lash that speech doth give my conscience. The harlot's cheek, beautied with plastering art, is not more ugly to the thing that helps it than is my deed to my most painted word. Oh, heavy burden.
My lord, I hear him coming. Let us withdraw.
To be or not to be. That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and, by opposing, end them. To die. To sleep no more. And by a sleep, to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep. To sleep, perchance, to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, pangs of disprized love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all. And thus, the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought. And enterprises of great pitch and moment, with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. So, you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph, in thy orisons be all my sins remembered.
Good my lord, how does your honour for this many a day?
I humbly thank you well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours I have longed long to re-deliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honoured lord, you know right well you did. And with them words of so sweet breath composed, as made the things more rich. Their perfume lost, take these again. For to the noble mind, rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. There, my lord.
I did love you. Once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent, honest, yet I could accuse me of such things that were better my mother had not borne me. I'm very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offences at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imaginations to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do, crawling between earth and heaven? We are arrant knaves all, believe none of us. Go thy ways, to a nunnery, farewell. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Let the doors be shut upon him! Being made a fool! Nowhere but his own house! Farewell!
Welcome, you sweet to heavens!
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow. Thou shalt not escape calumny. To an nunnery, go! Or, if thou will needs marry a fool. For wise men know well enough what monsters ye make of them. To a nunnery, go! And quickly, too, farewell!
Oh, heavenly powers, restore him.
I've heard your paintings well enough. God hath given you one face, and you make yourselves another. You jig, and you amble, and you lisp, and you nickname God's creatures, and you make your wantonness your ignorance. Go to, I'll no more on it. It hath made me mad! I say we shall have no more marriage. Those that are married already, all but one, shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery, go.
Oh, what a noble mind as here overthrown. The courtiers, soldiers, scholars, eye, tongue, sword. The expectancy and rose of the fair state. The glass of fashion and the mould of form. The observed of all observers, quite down. And I, of ladies most deject and wretched, that sucked the honey of his music vows, now see that noble and most sovereign reason, like sweet bells jangled out of tune and harsh, that unmatched form and feature of blown youth, blasted with ecstasy. Oh, woe is me to have seen what I have seen. See what I see.
Love, his affections do not that way tend, nor what he spake, though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. There's something in his soul, o'er which his melancholy sits unbrewed, and I do fear the hatch of the disclosed will be some danger, which, for to prevent, in quick determination, if I thus set it down, he shall with speed to England, for the demand of our neglected tribute. Happy the seas and countries different, with variable object, shall expel this something settled matter in his heart. What think you want?
It shall do well. And yet do I believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprung from neglected love. And now, Ophelia, you need not tell us what Lord Hamlet said. We heard it all. My lord, do as you please. But if you hold fit, after the play, let his queen mother all alone entreat him to show his grief. Let her be round with him, and I'll be placed, so please you, in ear of all their conference. If she find him not, to England send him, or confine him where your wisdom best shall think.
It shall be so. Madness in great ones must not unwatched go.
The speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, trippingly on the tongue. But if you mouth it, as many of your players do, and as lief the town crier spoke my lines. Nor do not saw the air too much with your hands thus, but use all gently. For in the very torrent, tempest, and, as I may say, whirlwind of your passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that may give it smoothness. It offends me to the very soul to hear a rumbustious, periwig-pated fellow tear a passion to tatters, to very rags. It out-Herods Herod. I pray you avoid it.
I warrant, Your Honour.
No, be not too tame, neither. But let your own discretion be your tutor. Suit the action to the word to the action, with this special observance that you overstep not the modesty of nature. For anything so o'erdone is from the purpose of playing, whose end, both at the first and now, was and is to hold as 'twere the mirror up to nature, to show virtue her feature, scorn her own image, and the very age and body of the time his form and pressure.
I hope we've reformed that indifferently with us.
Reform it altogether.
We will, my lord.
Go, make you ready. How now, my lord, will the king hear this piece of work?
And the Queen too, and that presently.
Bid the players make haste. Will you two help to hasten them?
Aye, my lord.
What ho? Horatio.
Here, sweet lord, at your service.
Horatio, thou art e'en as just a man as e'er my conversation coped withal.
Oh, my dear lord.
Do not think I flatter. Horatio, there is a play tonight before the king. One scene of it comes near the circumstance which I have told thee of my father's death. I prithee, when thou seest that act afoot, observe mine uncle. If his occulted guilt do not itself unkennel in one speech, it is a damned ghost that we have seen, and my imaginations are as foul as Vulcan's stithy. Give him heedful note, for mine eyes will rivet to his face, and after we will both our judgments join in censure of his seeming.
Well, my lord, if he steal aught while this play is playing and escape detecting, I will pay the theft.
They come into the play. I must be idle. Get you a place.
How fares our cousin Hamlet?
Excellent effect of the chameleon's dish. I eat the air. Promise cram. You cannot feed capons so.
I have nothing with this answer, Hamlet. These words are not mine.
No, not mine now.
My lord, you played once in the university, you say?
Well, that did I, my lord, and was accounted a good actor.
Oh, what did you enact?
I did enact Julius Caesar. I was killed in the Capitol. Brutus killed me.
Oh, it was a brute part of him to kill so capital a calf there. Be the players ready.
Aye, my lord, they stay upon your patience.
Come hither, my dear Hamlet, sit by me.
Oh, no, good mother. Here's metal more attractive.
Oh, you mark that!
Lady, shall I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean my head upon your lap.
Aye, my lord.
Do you think I meant country matters?
You are merry, my lord.
Why?
Aye, my lord.
Oh, God, you're only jig maker. What should a man do but be merry? For look you how cheerfully my mother looks, and my father died within 2 hours.
Nay, 'tis twice 2 months, my lord.
So long? Nay, then, let the devil wear black, for I'll have a suit of sables. Heavens, died 2 months ago and not forgotten yet. Why, then there's hope a great man's memory may outlive his life half a year. Marry, it means mischief.
We like the show imports the argument of the play.
We shall know by this fellow. The players cannot keep counsel, they'll tell all.
Will they tell us what the show meant?
Aye. Or any show that you might show. Be you not ashamed to show, they'll not ashamed to tell you what it means.
You are not! You are not! I'll mark the play.
For us, and for our tragedy, here stooping to your clemency, we beg your hearing patiently.
Huh? Is this the prologue, or the posy of a ring?
'Tis brief, my lord.
As woman's love.
Full 30 times has Phoebus' cart gone round, Neptune's salt washed and Tellus orbit ground, and 30 dozen moons with borrowed sheen about the world of times 1230's been, since love our hearts, and Hymen did our hands unite commutual in most sacred bands.
So many journeys, may the sun and moon make us again count o'er, ere love be done.
Faith, I must leave thee, love, and shortly too. My vital parts their functions leave to do, and thou must live in this fair world behind, honoured, beloved, and haply one as kind for husband shalt thou.
Confound the rest! Such love must needs be treason in my breast. Second husband, let me be accursed. None wed the second, but who killed the first.
That's wormwood.
A second time, I kill my husband dead when second husband kisses me in bed.
I do believe you think what now you speak, but what we do determine oft we break. Thus our devices still are overthrown. Our thoughts are ours, their ends none of our own. So think thou wilt no second husband wed, but die thy thoughts when thy first lord is dead.
Both here and hence, pursue me lasting strife, if once a widow, ever I be wife.
Oh, if she should break it now.
'Tis deeply sworn. Sweet, leave me here a while, my spirits grow dull, and fain I would beguile the tedious day with sleep.
Sleep, rock thy brain, and never come mischance between us twain.
Aww. Madam, how like you this play?
The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
Oh? Oh? But she'll keep her word.
Oh.
Have you heard the argument? Is there no offence in it?
No. No, they do but jest. Poison in jest. No offence in the world.
What do you call the play?
The Mousetrap. Marry, how topically. The play is the image of a murder done in Vienna. Gonzago is the Duke's name, his wife Baptista. You shall see anon. 'Tis a knavish piece of work, but what of that? Your Majesty and we that have free souls, it touches us not. Our withers are unwrung. This is one Lucianus, nephew to the king.
You're as good as a chorus, my lord.
I can interpret between you and your love.
You are keen, my lord, you are keen.
Cost you a groaning to take off my edge.
Still better and worse.
So you must take your husbands. Begin, murderer, begin. Leave thy damnable faces and begin. Come. The croaking raven doth bellow for revenge.
Thoughts black, hands apt, drugs fit, and time agreeing, confederate season else no creature seeing. Thou mixture rank of midnight weeds collected, with Hecate's ban thrice blasted, thrice infected, thy natural magic and dire property on wholesome life usurps immediately.
He poisons him in the garden for his estate. The Duke's name's Gonzago. The story is extant and written in very choice Italian. You shall see anon how the murderer gets the love of Gonzago's wife.
The king rises.
Ah, frighted with false fire!
How fares my lord?
Give all the pay!
Here is some light!
Aye, let the strucken deer go weep, the hart ungall it play, for some must watch while some must sleep. Thus runs the world away! Oh, God, Horatio. I'll take the ghost's word for £1,000 disperceived.
Aye, my lord.
Upon the talk of the poisoning.
I did very well note him.
Come, some music! For if the king likes not the comedy, why then, belike he likes it not, penny. Come, some music!
Good my lord, vouchsafe me a word with you.
Oh, sir, a whole history.
The king, sir.
I sir, what of him?
Is in his retirement marvellous distempered.
Aww. With drink, sir?
No, my lord, with choler.
Your wisdom should show itself more richer to signify this to the doctor. For me to put him to his purgation would perhaps plunge him into more choler.
Good my lord, put your discourse into some frame, and start not so wildly from my affair.
I am tame, sir, pronounce.
The queen, your mother, in most great affliction of spirit, hath sent me to you.
You're welcome.
Good my lord, this courtesy is not of the right breed. If it shall please you to make me a wholesome answer, I will do your mother's commandment. If not, your pardon and my return shall be the end of my business.
Sir, I cannot.
What, my lord?
Make you a wholesome answer. My wit's diseased. My mother, you say?
Then thus, she says, your behaviour hath struck her into amazement and admiration.
Oh, wonderful son that can so astonish a mother. Is there no sequel at the heels of this mother's admiration? Impart.
She desires to speak with you in her closet ere you go to bed.
We shall obey, were she 10 times our mother. Have you any further trade with us?
My lord, you once did love me.
And do still. By these pickers and stealers.
Oh, good my lord. What is your cause of distemper? You do surely bar the door upon your own liberty if you deny your griefs to your friend?
Sir, I lack advancement.
How can that be, since you have the voice of the king himself for your succession in Denmark?
Aye, sir. Will you play upon this pipe?
My lord, I cannot.
Oh, I beseech you.
Believe me, I cannot.
I pray you.
I know no touch of it, my lord.
It is as easy as lying. Govern these vintages with your fingers and thumbs, give it breath with your mouth, and it will discourse most eloquent music. Look here, these are the stops.
But these cannot I command to any utterance of harmony. I have not the skill.
Why, look you now, how unworthy a thing you make of me. You would play upon me. You would seem to know my stops. You would sound me from my lowest note to the top of my compass, and there is much music, excellent voice in this little organ, yet cannot you make it speak. Splud, do you think I am easier to be played on than a pipe? Call me what instrument you will, though you fret me, you cannot play upon me. God bless you, sir.
My lord, the Queen would speak with you, and presently...
Do you see yonder cloud that's almost in the shape of a camel?
The mast is like a camel indeed.
Methinks it's like a weasel.
'Tis back like a weasel.
But like a whale.
It's very like a whale.
And I will come to my mother by and by. They fool me to the top of my bent. I will come by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Leave me, friend. 'Tis now the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn, and hell itself breathes out contagion to this world. Now could I drink hot blood, and do such bitter business as the day would quake to look. Soft now to my mother. O heart, lose not thy nature. Let not ever the soul of Nero enter this firm bosom. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. I will speak daggers to her, but use none. My tongue and soul in this be hypocrites. How in my words somever she be shed, to give them seals, never my soul consent.
I like him not, nor stands it safe with us to let his madness range. Therefore prepare you, and he to England shall along with you. For we will fetters put about this fear, which now go to free-footed.
We will haste us.
My lord, he's going to his mother's closet. I warrant she'll tax him home. I'll call upon you ere I go to bed and tell you what I know.
Thanks, dear my lord. Oh, my offence is rank. It smells to heaven. It hath the primal eldest curse upon't, a brother's murder. Pray, can I not? Though inclination be as sharp as will, my stronger guilt defeats my strong intent, and like a man to double business bound, I stand in pause what I shall first begin, and both neglect. What if this cursed hand were thicker than itself with brother's blood? Is there not rain enough in the sweet heaven to wash it white as snow? Then I'll look up. My fault is past. But oh, what form of prayer shall serve my turn? Forgive me my foul murder. For that cannot be, since I am still possessed of those effects for which I did the murder. My crown, mine own ambition, and my queen. May one be pardoned and retain the offence. In the corrupted currents of this world, offence's gilded hand may shove by justice, and oft is seen the wicked prize itself buys out the law, but 'tis not so above. There is no shuffling. There the action lies in its true nature, and we ourselves compelled even to the teeth and forehead of our faults to give in evidence. What then? What rests? Try what repentance can. What can it not? Yet what can it if one cannot repent? Ah, wretched state! Oh, bosom black as death! Oh, limed soul, that struggling to be free, art more engaged. Help, angels! Make us say, bow stubborn knees, and heart with strings of steel be soft as sinews of the newborn babe. All may be well.
Now might I do it, pat. Now he is a prey. And now I'll do it. And so he goes to heaven. And so am I revenged. That would be scant. A villain kills my father, and for that I, his sole son, do this same villain send to heaven. And this is hire and salary, not revenge. He took my father grossly, full of bread, with all his crimes broad blown, as flush as May, and how his audit stands, who knows, save heaven? But in our circumstance and course of thought, 'tis heavy with him. And am I then revenged to take him in the purging of his soul when he is fit and seasoned for his passage? No. Up, blade, and know thou a more horrid hint. When he is drunk asleep, or in his rage, or in the incestuous pleasure of his bed, at game a swearing, or about some act that hath no relish of salvation in it, then trip him, that his heels may kick at heaven, and that his soul may be as damned and black as hell, whereto it goes. My mother stays. This physic but prolongs thy sickly days.
My words fly up, my thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
Straight. Look, you lay hope to him. Tell him his pranks have been too broad to bear with, and that your grace has screened and stood between much heat and him. I pray you be round with him. I'll ensconce me even here. Huh?
I'll warrant you fear me not. Withdraw, I hear him coming.
Mother! Mother! Oh, now, Mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Oh, come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now?
What's the matter now?
Have you forgot me?
No! By the rood, not so. You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife. And would it were not so, you are my mother.
Nay, then I'll set those to you that can speak.
Come and sit you down. You shall not budge. You go not till I set you up a glass where you may see the inmost part of you.
Oh, what will thou do? Thou wilt not murder me. Help!
How now, a rat. Dad! Dog it
Oh, me! What hast thou done?
No, not is it the king.
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this!
A bloody deed? Almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry with his brother.
As kill a king?
Aye, lady, it was my word. Ah! Thou wretched, rash, intruding fool! Farewell! I took thee for thy better. Take thy fortune. Thou find'st to be too busy is some danger. Ah! Pig sleep wringing of your hands. Let me wring your heart. For so I shall if it be made of penetrable stuff.
What have I done? that thou darest wag thy tongue in noise so rude against me?
Such an act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty, calls virtue hypocrite, takes off the rose from the fair forehead of an innocent love, and sets a blister there, makes marriage vows as false as dice's oaths, that heaven's face is thought sick of the act.
I mean, what act?
Look here, upon this picture. And on this, the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. See what a grace was seated on this brow. Hyperion's curls, the front of Jove himself, an eye like Mars to threaten and command, a station like the herald Mercury, new lighted on a heaven-kissing hill. A combination and a form indeed, where every god did seem to set his seal to give the world assurance of a man. This was your husband. Look you now what follows. Here is your husband. Like a mildewed ear blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Could you on this fair mountain leave to feed and batten on this moor? Have you eyes? You cannot call it love, for at your age the heyday in the blood is tame, it's humble, and waits upon the judgment. And what judgment would step from this to this? Sense, sure you have, else could you not have motion. But sure, that sense is apoplexed. For madness would not err, but it reserved some quantity of choice to serve in such a difference. What devil was it that thus hath cozened you at Hoodman blind? Oh, shame. Where is thy blush? Rebellious hell, if thou canst mutine in a matron's bones, to flaming youth let virtue be as wax, and melt in her own fire.
Oh, Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turn'st mine eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and grained spots as will not leave their taint.
Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love over the nasty sty.
Speak to me no more. These words like daggers enter in mine ears no more, sweet Hamlet.
A murderer! And a villain! A slave that is not 20th part the tithe of your precedent lord, a vice of kings, a cutpurse of the empire and the rule, that from the shelf a precious diadem stole and put it in his pocket.
No!
A king of shreds and patches! Save me and hover on me with your wings, you heavenly gods! What would your gracious figure?
Alas, he's mad.
Do you not come your tardy son to chide? That lapsed in time and passion lets go by the important acting of your dread command. Say.
Do not forget. This visitation is but to whet thy almost blunted purpose. But look, amazement on thy mother sits. Oh, step between her and a fighting soul. Speak to her, Hamlet.
How is it with you, Lane?
Alas, how is't with you? That you do bend your eye on vacancy and with the incorporeal air do hold discourse. Oh, gentle son, upon the heat and flame of your distemper sprinkle cool patience. Whereon do you look?
On him! On him. Look you how pale he glares. His form and cause conjoined, preaching to stones would make them capable. Do not look upon me! Lest with this piteous action you convert my stern effects, then what I have to do will want true colour, tears perchance for blood.
To whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing at all. Yet all it is, I see.
Nor did you nothing hear?
No, no. Nothing but ourselves.
Why, look you, there! Look how it steals away! My father, in his habit, as he lived! Look, where he goes even now, out of the portal!
This is the very coinage of your brain. This bodiless creation ecstasy is very cunning.
Ecstasy? My pulse, as yours, doth temperately keep time, and makes as healthful music. It is not madness that I have uttered. Bring me to the test, and either matter will reword, which madness would gamble from mother for love of grace. Lay not that flattering unction to your soul, that not your trespass, but my madness speaks. It will but skin and film the ulcerous place, whilst rank corruption, mining all within, infects unseen. Confess yourself to heaven. Repent what's past, avoid what is to come, and do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them ranker.
Oh, Hamlet. Thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Throw away the worser part of it. And live the purer with the other half. Good night. But go not to my uncle's bed. Assume a virtue if you have it not. Refrain tonight, and that shall lend a kind of easiness to the next abstinence, the next more easy. So again, good night. And when you are desirous to be blessed, I'll blessing beg of you. For this same Lord I do repent. But heaven hath pleased it so to punish me with this, and this with me, that I must be their scourge and minister. I will bestow him.
Oh.
And will answer well the death I gave him. So again, good night. I must be cruel only to be kind. This bad begins, and worse remains behind. One word more, good lady.
What shall I do?
Not this. By no means that I bid you do. Let the bloat king tempt you again to bed. Pinch wanton on your cheek, call you his mouse, and let him, for a pair of Richie kisses or paddling in your neck with his damned fingers, make you to ravel all this matter out, that I essentially am not in madness, but mad in craft.
Oh. Be thou assured, if words be made of breath and breath of life, I have no life to breathe. What thou hast said to me.
I must to England. You know that!
Like I had forgot! 'Tis so concluded on.
This man shall set me packing. I'll lug the guts into the neighbour room. Mother, good night indeed. This counsellor is now most still, most secret, and most grave, who was in life a foolish, prating knave. Come, sir, to draw toward an end with you. Good night, mother.
There's matter in these sighs, these profound heaves. You must translate. 'Tis fit we understand them. Where's your son?
Oh, mine own lord. What have I seen tonight?
What, Gertrude? How does Hamlet?
Mad as the sea and wind when both contend which is the mightier. In his lawless fit, behind the arras, hearing something stir, he whips out his dagger, cries, a rat, and in this brainish apprehension, he kills the unseen good old man.
Oh, heavy deed. It had been so with us had we been there. His liberty is full of threats to all, to you yourself, to us, to everyone. Alas, how shall this bloody deed be answered? It will be laid to us, whose providence should have kept short, restrained, and out of haunt this mad young man. Where's he gone?
To draw part to the body he hath killed, o'er whom his very madness, like some ore among a mineral of metals base, shows itself pure. He weeps for what is done.
Oh, Gertrude, come away. The sun no sooner shall the mountains touch, but we shall ship him hence. This vile deed we must with all our majesty and skill both countenance and excuse. Guildenstern? Friends both, go join you with some further aid. Hamlet in madness has Polonius slain. Go seek him out, speak fair, and bring the body into the chapel. I pray you haste in this. Come, Gertrude. We'll call up our wisest friends and let them know both what we mean to do and what's untimely done. Oh, come away. My soul is full of discord and dismay.
What have you done, my lord, with the dead body?
Compounded it with dust, whereto 'tis kin.
Tell us where it is, that we may take it thence and bear it to the chapel.
Do not believe it.
Believe what?
That I can keep your counsel and not mine own. Besides, to be demanded of a sponge, what replication should be made by the son of a king?
Take you me for a sponge, my lord?
Aye, sir, that soaks up the king's countenance, his rewards, his authorities.
My lord, you must tell us where the body is and go with us to the king.
And the body is with the king, but the king is not with the body. The king is a thing.
A thing, my lord.
Tales of nothing. Bring me to him.
I've sent to seek him and to find the body. Yet must not we put the strong law in him? He's loved of the distracted multitude who like not in their judgment but with their eyes. And where 'tis so the offender's scourge is weighed, but never the offence. To bear all smooth and even, this sudden sending him away must seem deliberate pause. Diseases desperate grown by desperate appliance are relieved or not at all. How now, what hath befallen?
Where the dead body is bestowed, my lord, we cannot get from him.
Now, Hamlet. Where's Polonius?
At supper.
At supper? Where?
Oh, not where he eats, but where he is eaten. A certain convocation of politic worms are in at him.
Where is Polonius?
In heaven. Send thither to see. If your messenger find him not there, seek him in the other place yourself. But if if indeed you find him not within this month, you shall nose him as you go up the stairs into the lobby.
Go seek him then.
He will stay till you come.
Now, Hamlet, this deed of thine, for thine especial safety, which we do tender, as we dearly grieve for that which thou hast done, must send thee hence with fiery quickness. Therefore prepare thyself for England.
For England?
Aye, Hamlet.
Oh, good.
So is't if thou knewst our purposes.
I see a cherub that sees them. Come for England! Farewell, dear mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
My mother? Mother and father is man and wife is one flesh, so, my mother. Come for England!
Follow him at foot, tempt him with speed aboard, delay it not. I'll have him hence tonight. And England, if my love thou hold'st at aught, as my great power thereof may give thee sense, thou mayst not coldly set our sovereign process, which imports at full my letters conjuring to that effect the present death of Hamlet. Do it, England, for like the hectic in my blood he rages, and thou must cure me. Till I know 'tis done, howe'er my haps, my joys were ne'er begun.
Go, Captain, from me greet the Danish king. Tell him that by his license, Fortinbras craves the conveyance of a promised march over his kingdom. You know the rendezvous. If that his majesty would aught with us, we shall express our duty in his eye. And let him know, sir.
I will do it, my lord.
Go softly on.
Good sir. Whose powers are these?
They are of Norway, sir.
How purposed, sir, I pray?
Against some part of Poland.
Who commands them, sir?
The nephew to old Norway, Fortinbras.
Goes it against the main of Poland, sir, or for some frontier?
Truly to speak, and with no addition, we go to gain a little patch of ground that hath in it no profit but the name. To pay 5 ducats, 5, I would not farm it, nor will it yield to Norway or the Pole a ranker rate should it be sold in fee.
Why then the Polak never will defend it.
Yes, it is already garrisoned.
2,000 souls and 20,000 ducats will not debate the question of this straw. This is the imposthume of much wealth and peace, which inward breaks, and shows no cause without why the man dies. I humbly thank you, sir.
God by you, sir.
How all occasions do inform against me. And spur my dull revenge. What is a man, if his chief good and market of his time be but to sleep and feed? A beast no more. Sure he that made us with such large discourse, looking before and after, gave us not that capability and godlike reason to fust in us unused. Now whether it be bestial oblivion or some craven scruple of thinking too precisely on the event, A thought which tortured hath but 1 part wisdom and ever 3 parts coward. I do not know why yet I live to say these things to do. Sith I have cause and will and strength and means to do it. Examples gross as the earth exhort me. Witness this army of such mass and charge, led by a delicate and tender prince, whose spirit, with divine ambition puffed, makes mouths at the invisible event, exposing what is mortal and unsure to all that fortune, death, and danger dare, even for an eggshell. Rightly to be great is not to stir without great argument, but greatly to find quarrel in a straw when honour's at the stake. How stand I then? That I've a father killed, a mother stained, excitements of my reason and my blood, and let all sleep. Whilst to my shame I see the imminent death of 20,000 men that, for a fantasy and trick of fame, go to their graves like beds. Fight for a plot whereon the numbers cannot try the cause, which is not tomb enough and continent to hide the slain. Oh, from this time forth, my thoughts be bloody, or be nothing worth.
Will't please you go, my lord?
I will not speak with her.
She is importunate, indeed distract.
What would she have?
Her mood will needs be pitied.
'Twere good she was spoken with, for she may strew dangerous conjectures in ill-breeding minds.
Let her come in. To my sick soul, as sin's true nature is, each toy seems prologue to some greater myth. So full of artless jealousy is guilt, it spills itself in fearing to be spit.
Where is the beauteous majesty of Denmark?
Why, how now, Ophelia?
How should I your true love know from an andal shoe?
Why, how now, sweet lady? What imports this song?
Say you? Nay. Pray you mark. He is dead and gone, lady. He is dead and gone. At his head a grass-green turf, at his heels a stirrer up high.
Nay, but Ophelia!
Pray you mark.
Alas, look here, my lord.
White his shroud as the mountain snow, larded with sweet flowers, which bewept to the grave did not go. With true love showers.
How do you, pretty lady?
Well, good deal you. They say the owl was a baker's daughter. Lord, we know what we are, but not what we may be. God be at your table.
Conceit upon a father.
Pray, let's have no words of this. But when they ask you what it means, say you this. Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, all in the morning betime, and I am made at your window to be your Valentine. Then up he rose and donned his clothes and ducked the chamber door. Let in a maid, let out a maid, never departed more.
Pretty Ophelia.
Indeed, without an oath I'll make an end on't. By treason, by sincerity, luck and fight for shame, young men will do when they come to it. By cock they are to blame. Quoth she before you tumbled me, you promised me to wed. He answers, so would I have done by yonder son, and thou hadst not come to my bed.
How long hath she been thus?
I hope all will be well. We must be patient. But I cannot choose but weep. To think they would lay him in the cold ground. My brother shall know of it. And so I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach. Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night. Good night.
Follow her close. Give her good watch, I pray you. Oh, this is the poison of deep grief. It springs all from her father's death. Oh, Gertrude, Gertrude, when sorrows come, they come not single spies, but in battalions. First her father slain, next your son gone, and he most violent author of his own just remove, the people muddied. Thick and unwholesome in their thoughts and whispers for good Polonius' death, and we have done but greenly in hugger-mugger to inter him. The fair Ophelia divided from herself and her fair judgment. Last, and as much containing as all these, her brother is in secret come from France. Where are my Switzers? Let them guard the door! What's the matter?
Save yourself, my lord! The ocean, overpeering of his list, eats not the flats with more impetuous haste than young Laertes in a riotous head overbears your officers. The rabble call him lord. They cry, choose we, Laertes shall be king. Caps, hands, and tongues applaud it to the clouds. Laertes shall be king. Laertes king.
How cheerfully on the false trail they cry. Oh, this is counter, you false Danish dogs!
Sir, stand you all without. No! I pray you give me leave. Come, sirs. I thank you. Keep the door. Oh, thou vile king, give me my father.
Calmly. Good Laertes.
Oh, that drop of blood that's calm proclaims me bastard.
What is the cause, Laertes, that thy rebellion looks so giant-like? Let him go, Gertrude. Do not fear our person. For such divinity doth hedge a king, that treason can but peep to what it would, acts little of his will. Tell me, Laertes, why thou art thus incensed. Let him go, Gertrude. Speak, man.
Where is my father?
Dead.
But not by him!
Let him demand his fill.
How came he dead? I'll not be juggled with. To hell allegiance. Vows to the blackest devil. Let come what comes, only I'll be revenged most throughly for my father.
Who shall stay you?
My will, not all the world. And for my means, I'll husband them so well they shall go far with little.
Good Laertes, if you desire to know the certainty of your dear father's death, is't written your revenge that swoop-stake you will draw both friend and foe, winner and loser?
None but his enemies.
Will you know them then?
To his good friends. Thus wide I'll open my arms.
Why, now you speak like a good child, and a true gentleman. That I am guiltless of your father's death, and am most sensibly in grief for it. It shall as level to your judgment peer as day does to your eye.
Oh, now what noise is that? Heat dry up my brains. Dear maid, kind sister, sweet Ophelia. Oh, heavens, is it possible? A young maid's wit should be as mortal as an old man's life.
They bore him barefaced on the bier, and in his grave rained many a tear.
a nonny. Fare you well, my dove.
Hadst thou thy wits and didst persuade revenge, it could not move thus.
Oh, you must sing a downer down and you call him a downer. Oh, how the wheel becomes it. It is the false steward that stole his master's daughter.
God, this nothing's more than matter.
There's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray you, love, remember. There's pansies. That's for thoughts.
A document in madness, thoughts and remembrance fitted.
There's fennel for you and columbines. There's rue. For you. Oh, and here's some for me. We may call it a Herber Grace of Sundays. You may wear your rue. With a difference. Oh, there's a daisy. Whoops. I would give you some violets, but they withered all when my father died. They say he made a good end. For Bonnie, sweet Robin is all my joy.
Thought, affliction, passion, hell itself, she turns to favour and to prettiness.
And will it not come again? Will it not come again? No, no. He's dead. Go to thy deathbed. He never will come again. His beard was as white as snow. All flaxen was his poll.
Do you see this?
He is gone.
Oh, God.
He is gone. And we cast away moan. God have mercy on his soul. And all Christian souls. God by you.
Laertes, I must come in with your grief, or you deny me right. Pray go with me, and we shall jointly labour with your soul to give it due content.
And let this be so. His means of death, his obscure funeral cry to be heard as 'twere from heaven to earth, that I must call it in question.
So you shall. And where the offence is, let the great axe fall.
Ere we were 2 days old at sea, a pirate of very warlike appointment gave us chase, and in the grapple I boarded them. On the instant they got clear of our ship, so I alone became their prisoner. They have dealt with me like thieves of mercy, but they knew what they did. I am to do a turn for them. Prepare thou to me with as much speed as thou wouldst fly death. I have words to speak, and thine ear will make thee dumb. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern hold their course for England. Of them I have much to tell thee. Farewell, he that thou knowest thine. Hamlet.
Your conscience my acquittance seal, and you must put me in your heart for friend, sith you have heard, and with a knowing ear, that he which hath your noble father slain pursued my life.
It well appears. But tell me why you proceeded not against these feats, so crimeful and so capital in nature.
Oh, for two special reasons, which may to you perhaps seem much unsinewed, yet to me they're strong. The queen, his mother, lives almost by his looks, and for myself she's so conjunctive to my life and soul, I could not but by her. The other motive is the great love the common people bear him.
And so have I a noble father lost, and sister driven into desperate terms. But my revenge will come.
Break not your sleeps for that!
Letters, my lord. From Hamlet.
From Hamlet?
This to your majesty.
Laertes, you shall hear. Leave us. High and mighty, you shall know I am set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I beg leave to see your kingly eyes, when I shall first, asking your pardon, thereunto recount the occasion of my sudden and more strange return. Hamlet, what should this mean? Are all the rest come back, or is this some abuse and no such thing?
I am lost in it, my lord, but let him come. It warms the very sickness in my heart, that I shall live and tell him to his teeth, thus diest thou.
If it be so, Laertes, will you be ruled by me?
Aye, my lord. So you will not o'errule me to a peace.
To thine own peace. You've been talked of since your travel much, and that in Hamlet's hearing, for qualities wherein they say you shine, the art and exercise in your defence, and for your rapier most especial. Now, sir, this report did Hamlet so envenom with his envy that he could nothing do but wish and beg your sudden coming o'er to play with him. Now, out of this...
What out of this, my lord?
Laertes, was your father dear to you? Or are you like the painting of a sorrow, a face without a heart?
Why ask you this?
Hamlet comes back. What would you undertake to show yourself your father's son in deed more than in word?
To cut his throat in the church.
No place indeed should murder sanctuarize. Revenge should know no bounds. But good Laertes, will you do this? Hamlet returned shall know you are come home. We'll put on those shall praise your excellence, bring you in fine together, and wager o'er your heads. Now, he being remiss, is most generous and free from all contriving, will not peruse the foils, so that with ease or with a little shuffling you may choose a sword unbaited, and in a pass of practice requite him for your father.
I will do it, and for that purpose I'll anoint my sword. I bought an unction of a mountebank, so mortal that but dip a knife in it, where it draws blood, no cataplasm so rare can save the thing from death that is but scratched withal.
Let's think. If this should fail, 'twere better not assay. Therefore this project should have some back or second. Soft, let me think. I have it. When in your motions you're hot and dry, and that he calls to drink, I'll have prepared him a chalice for the nonce, wherein but sipping, if he by chance escape your venom stuck, our purpose may hold there. But stay.
One woe doth tread upon another's heels, so fast they follow. Your sister's drowned, Laertes.
Drowned? Oh. Where?
There is a willow grows aslant the brook, that shows his hoar leaves in the glassy stream therewith. Fantastic garlands did she make, of crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples, that liberal shepherds give a grosser name, but our cold maids do dead men's fingers call them there. On the pendant boughs her crownet weeds clambering to hang. An envious sliver broke when down her weedy trophies unto herself fell in the weeping brook. Her clothes spread wide, and mermaid-like a while they bore her up, which time she chanted snatches of old lords, as one incapable of her own distress, or like a creature native and endued unto that element. But long it could not be, till at her garments, heavy with their drink, pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to muddy death.
Alas, then she is drowned.
Drowned? Drowned.
Oh. Oh. Too much of water hast thou, poor Ophelia, and therefore I forbid my tears. Adieu, my lord. I have a speech of fire that fain would blaze, but that this folly drowns it.
Let's follow, Gertrude. So much I had to do to calm his rage. Now fear I this will give it start again, therefore let's follow.
Methought it was very sweet to contract all the time of my behoved. Methought there was nothing to meet.
This fellow no feeling of his business. He sings in grave making.
But age, with his stealing steps, have clawed me in his clutch and shipped me all the land, as if I'd never been such.
Hey! That skull had a tongue in it and could sing once. How the knave jowls it to the ground as if it were Cain's jawbone that did the first murder. Oh, this might be the pate of a politician, which this ass now reaches.
It might, my lord.
Here's a fine revolution. And we had the trick to see it.
Kicks and a spade, and a shrouded sheet. Oh! A pit of clay for to be made for such a guest is meet.
There's another. Why might not this be the skull of a lawyer? Why does he suffer this mad knave now to knock him about the sconce with a dirty shovel and will not tell him of his action of a battery? I'll speak to this fellow. Whose grave's this, sir?
Mine, sir.
I think it be thine indeed, for thou liest in it.
Well, you lie out in it, sir, therefore 'tis not yours. For my part, I do not lie in it, yet it is mine.
Thou dost lie in it, to be in it and say 'tis thine. 'Tis for the dead, not for the quick, therefore thou liest.
Well, 'tis a quick lie, sir, 'twill away again from me to you.
What man dost thou dig it for?
For no man, sir.
What woman, then?
For none neither.
Who is to be buried in it?
One that was a woman, sir, but God rest her soul, she's dead.
Absolute the knave it. How long hast thou been grave maker?
Well, of all the days in the year I came to it, the day that our last King Hamlet overcame Fortinbras.
How long is that since?
Well, cannot you tell that? Every fool can tell that. It was the very day our young Hamlet was born. He that's mad, sent into England.
I marry, why was he sent into England?
Why? Because he was mad. He recovered his wits there, or if he do not, to be no great matter there.
Why?
To not be seen him there. There the men are as mad as he.
How came he mad?
Oh, well, now. Very strangely, they say.
Oh, how strangely?
Faith, him with the losing of his wits.
Upon what ground?
Here, in Denmark.
Oh.
I've been sex near man and boy 30 years. Oh, right.
Here, give us a hand.
How long will a man lie o' the earth ere he rot?
Well, faith, if he be not rotten before he die, as we have many epoxy corpses nowadays, we're scarce hold the laying in. He'll last you 8 year, 9 year. A tanner? Now he'll last you 9 year.
Why he more than another?
Why? With his hide is so tanned with his trade, he'll keep out water a great while. And your water is a sore decayer of your horse and dead body. Oh, now. Now here's a skull, sir. I've lying you in the earth 23 years.
Whose was it?
Yeah, horse and mad fellow he was. Whose do you think it was?
Nay, I know not.
Pestilence on him for a mad row. He poured a flagon of reddish on my head once. This same skull, sir, is Yorick's skull. King's jester.
This?
E'en that.
Oh. Oh, alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times, and now... How abhorred in my imagination it is. My gorge rises at it. Here hung those lips I've kissed I know not how oft. Where be your gibes now? Your gambols, your songs, your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roar. Not one now to mock your own grinning? Quite chop-fallen. Now get you to my lady's chamber. Tell her, let her paint an inch thick. To this favour she must come. Make her laugh at that. Softly.
Here comes the king,
the queen, the courtiers.
Requiem aeternam dona ei Domine. Requiescat in pace in nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
What ceremony else? What ceremony else?
Her obsequies have been as far enlarged as we have warranty. Her death was doubtful. And but that great commander sways the order, she should, in ground unsanctified, been lodged to the last trumpet.
Must no more be done?
No more be done. We should profane the service of the dead to sing sage requiem, and such rest to her as to peace-parted souls.
Lay her at the earth. And from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring. And I tell thee, churlish priest, a ministering angel shall my sister be, when thou liest holy!
What a fair Ophelia.
Sweets to the sweet. Farewell. I hoped thou wouldst have been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thy bride bed to have decked, sweet maid, and not have strewed thy grave.
Oh, treble woe, fall. 10 times treble on that cursed head, whose wicked deed thy most ingenious sense deprived thee of. Told off the earth a while. till I have caught her once more in mine arms. Now pile your dust upon the quick and dead, till off this flatter mountain you have made to earth up and push.
What is he whose grief bears such an end? This is I, Hamlet the Dane!
The devil take thy soul!
Prithee, take thy fingers from my throat! I'm not splendid and rash, yet have I in me something dangerous, which let thy wiseness fear. Hold up your hands!
Hamlet!
I will fight with him upon this seam until my eyelids will no longer wag!
Oh, my son, what thing?
I loved Ophelia! 40,000 brothers with all their quantity of love could not make up my sum. What wilt thou do, Bar?
He's mad, Laertes!
For love of God, forbear!
So tell me what thou do, Would weep, would fight, would fast, would tear thyself, would drink a poison, eat a crocodile. I'll do it. Comes thou here to whine, to outface me with leaping in her grave. Be buried quick with her, and so will I. If thou place the mountains, let them throw millions of acres on us. Nay, in the mouth I'll rat as once thou.
This is mere madness. And thus a while the fit will work on him, anon his silence will sit drooping.
Hear you, sir. What is the reason that you used me thus? I loved you ever. But 'tis no matter. Let Hercules himself do what he may. The cat will mew, and dog will have its day.
I prithee, good Horatio, wait upon him. Strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. We'll put the matter to the present push. Good Gertrude, set some watch over your son. An hour of quiet shortly shall we see. Till then, in patience our proceeding be.
So much for this, sir. Now shall you see the other? You do remember all the circumstances?
Remember it, my lord.
Sir, in my heart there was a kind of fighting which would not let me sleep. Rashly, and praised be rashness for it, let us know our indiscretions sometimes serve us well when our deep plots do pall. And that should learn us. There's a divinity that shapes our ends. Rough hew them how we will.
That is most certain.
Up from my cabin, my sea gown scarfed about me, in the dark, groped I to find out my companions, took up their papers, and in fine withdrew to mine own room again, making so bold, my fears forgetting manners, to unseal their grand commission, where I found, Horatio, royal knavery. An exact command, larded with many several sorts of reasons importing Denmark's health, and England's too. My head should be struck off.
It's possible.
Here is the commission. Read it at more leisure, but wilt thou know now how I did proceed?
Well, I beseech you.
I sat me down, devised a new commission. Wilt thou know the effect of what I wrote?
Aye, good, my lord.
An earnest conjuration from the king, as England was his faithful tributary, as love between them like the palm might flourish, and many such like ases of great charge, that on the view and knowing of these contents, he should those bearers put to sudden death. No shriving time allowed. Now, the next day was our sea fight, and what to this was sequent thou knowest already.
So, Guildenstern and Rosencrantz go to it.
My man, they did make love to this employment. They're not near my conscience. Their defeat does by their own insinuation grow.
Why? What a king is this?
Does it not, think thee, stand me now upon? He that hath killed my king, whored my mother, popped in between the election and my hopes, thrown out his angle for my proper life, and with such cousinage. Is it not perfect conscience to quit him with this arm?
It must be shortly known to him from England what is the issue of the business there.
It will be short. The interim is mine. And a man's life's no more than to say one.
Peace, who comes here?
Your lordship is right. Welcome back to Denmark.
I humbly thank you, sir. Does know this waterfly?
No, good my lord.
Thy state is the more gracious, for 'tis a vice to know him.
Sweet lord, if your lordship were at leisure, I should impart a thing to you from his majesty.
I will receive it, sir, with all diligence of spirit. Oh, your bonnet, to its right use, 'tis for the head.
I thank your lordship, it is very hot.
No, faith, believe me, it's very cold. The wind is northerly.
It is indifferent cold, my lord, indeed.
And yet methinks it's very sultry and hot for my complexion.
Oh, exceedingly, my lord, it is very sultry as to a... I cannot tell how. My lord, his majesty bade me signify to you that he's laid a great wager on your head. Sir, here is the
I beseech you, remember.
My ease, in good faith. Sir, there is newly come to court Laertes. Believe me, an absolute gentleman. You're not ignorant of what excellence Laertes is.
I dare not confess that, lest I should compare with him in excellence. But to know a man well were to know himself.
I mean, sir, for his weapon.
What's his weapon?
Rapier and dagger.
That's two of his weapons, but, well...
The king, sir, hath wagered, sir, that in a dozen passes between yourself and him, he shall not exceed you 3 hits. He hath laid on 12 for 9, and it shall come to immediate trial, if your lordship will vouchsafe the answer.
How if I answer no?
I mean, my lord, the opposition of your person in trial.
Sir, I will walk here in the hall. If it please his majesty, it is the breathing time of day with me. Let the foils be brought, the gentleman willing, and the king hold his purpose, I shall win for him, and I can. If not, I gain nothing but my shame and the odd hits.
Shall I deliver you so?
To this effect, sir, after what flourish your nature will.
I commend my duty to your lordship.
Yours.
You will lose this wager, my lord.
I do not think so. Since he went into France, I've been in continual practice. I shall win at the odds. Thou wouldst not think how ill all's here about my heart. 'Tis no matter.
Nay, good my lord.
'Tis but foolery.
If your mind dislike anything, obey it. I will forestall their repair hither and say you are not fit.
Not a whit. We defy augury. There's special providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be now, 'tis not to come. If it be not to come, it will be now. If it be not now, yet it will come. The readiness is all. Since no man of aught he leaves knows aught, what is to leave betimes? Let be.
Come, Hamlet, come. And take this hand from me.
Give me your pardon, sir. I've done you wrong. But pardon it, as you are a gentleman. This presence knows, and you must needs have heard, how I am punished with a sore distraction. What I have done, which might your nature, honour, and exception roughly wake, I here proclaim was madness. Was Hamlet wronged Laertes? Never Hamlet. If Hamlet from himself be ta'en away, and when he is not himself does wrong Laertes, Hamlet does it not. Hamlet denies it. Sir, in this audience, let my disclaiming from a purposed evil free me so far in your most generous thoughts that I have shot my arrow o'er the house and hurt my brother.
I am satisfied in nature, whose motive in this case should stir me most to my revenge. But in my terms of honour, I stand aloof and will no reconcilement, till, by some elder masters of known honour, I have a voice and precedent of peace to keep my name ungored. But till that time, I do receive your offered love like love, and will not wrong it.
I will embrace it freely. And will this brother's wager frankly play? Give us the foils.
Come, one for me.
Oh, I'll be your foil, Laertes. In mine ignorance, your skill shall, like a star in the darkest night, stick fiery off indeed.
You mock me, sir.
No, by this hand.
Give them the foils, Osric. Cousin Hamlet, you know the wager.
Very well, sir. Your Grace has laid the odds on the weaker side.
I do not fear it. I've seen you both. Since he's bettered, we've therefore odds.
This is too heavy. Let me see another.
This likes me well. These foils of all of them.
Aye, my good lord.
Come, begin. And you, the judges, bear a wary eye.
Come, sir.
Come, my lord.
Stay! Hamlet, this pearl is thine, richer than that which 4 successive kings in Denmark's crown have worn. Here's to thy health. Give him the cup.
I'll play this bout first. Set it by a 1. Come, sir!
I do confess it.
Our son shall win.
He's fat and scant of breath. Here, Hamlet, take my napkin, rub thy brows. The Queen carouses to thy fortune, Hamlet.
Good, madam.
Gertrude, do not drink.
I will, my lord. I pray you pardon me.
I dare not drink yet, madam, by and by.
Come, let me wipe thy face.
My lord, I'll hit him now.
I do not think it...
And yet it is almost against my conscience.
Come, Laertes, for the 3rd. How you do but dally. I pray you pass with your best violence. I'm afeard you make a wanton of me.
Say you so. Come on.
Nothing neither way.
Hamlet, you know.
Oh.
Come again.
Why someone cooked to mine own snare, Osric? I am justly killed with mine own treachery.
She swoons to see them bleed.
The drink. The drink. Oh, dear heaven. It's the drink. The drink. Oh, I'm poisoned.
Villainy! Let the doors be locked! Treachery! Seek it out!
It is here, Hamlet. Hamlet, thou art slain. No medicine in the world can do thee good. In thee there is not half an hour's life. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand, unbaited and envenomed. The foul practice hath turned itself on me, lo, here I lie never to rise again. My mother's poisoned. I can no more. The king's to blame.
The point envenomed too.
Treason!
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 Then, venom! To thy work.
Oh, yet defend me, friends. I am but hurt.
Here, thou incestuous, murderous, damned Dane, drink off thy potion. Is thy union there? Follow my mother.
He is justly served. It is a poison tempered by himself. Exchange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. Mine and my father's death come not upon thee, nor thine on me.
Heaven make thee free. I follow thee. I'm dead, Horatio. Wretched queen, adieu. You that look pale and tremble at this chance. There are but mutes or audience to this act. Had I but time, as this fell Sergeant Death is strict in his rest, I could tell you. But let it be. Horatio, I am dead. Thou livest. Report me and my cause aright to the unsatisfied.
Never believe it. I am more an antique Roman than a Dane. Here's yet some liquor left.
God, man, give me the cup. Let's go! By heavens, I'll have it. Oh, God, Horatio! What a wounded name, thing standing thus unknown, shall I leave behind me? If thou didst ever hold me in thy heart, absent thee from felicity a while, and in this harsh world draw thy breath in pain to tell my story. What warlike noise is this?
Young Fortinbras, with conquest come from Poland, to the ambassadors of England gives this warlike volley.
I die, Horatio. The potent poison quite o'ercrows my spirit. I shall not live to hear the news from England. But I do prophesy the election lights on Fortinbras. He hath my dying voice. So tell him, with the occurrence more and less that hath solicited, the rest is silence.
Now, cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince, and flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.
Where is this sight?
What is it you would see? If aught of woe or wonder cease your search.
This quarry cries on havoc. O proud death, what feast is toward in thine eternal cell, that thou so many princes at a shot so bloodily hast struck?
The sight is dismal. And our affairs from England come too late. The ears are senseless that should give us hearing to tell him his commandment is fulfilled, that Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Where should we have our thanks?
Not from his mouth had it the ability of life to thank you. He never gave commandment for their deaths. But since, so jump upon this bloody question, you from the Polack Wars, and you from England are here arrived, give order that these bodies high on a stage be placed to the view, and let me speak to the yet unknowing world how these things came about. So shall you hear of carnal, bloody, and unnatural acts, of accidental judgments, casual slaughters, of deaths put on by cunning and forced cause, and in this upshot, purposes mistook fallen on the inventors' heads. All this can I truly deliver.
Let us haste to hear it, and call the noblest to the audience. For me with sorrow I embrace my fortune. I have some rights of memory in this kingdom, which now to claim my vantage doth invite me. Let 4 captains bear Hamlet like a soldier to the stage, for he was likely, had he been put on, to have proved most royal. And for his passage, the soldier's music and the right of war speak proudly for him. Take up the bodies. Such a sight as this becomes the field, but here shows much amiss. Go, bid the soldiers shoot.